This is what Trump calls winning a $10 billion lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch, a deportation plan the public's turning against, and wild new claims that his MAGA base is stronger than ever. But what's actually true, and what's just noise? Today I'm handing the mic to ChatGPT to fact-check the chaos and predict. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one, because if you've been following this channel, you will know AI has a scary habit of getting these predictions right. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos I post every day. All right, let's dive in. Let's ask ChatGPT to tell us what's Trump's connection to the lawsuit case and what ChatGPT says about it. First, gather all the most recent and complete information on the Trump's lawsuit and any current developments related to the case. When you are ready, just let me know that you are ready. Don't write anything yet. I want every answer to be clear, direct, and completely unbiased. Say things as exactly as they are, no sugarcoating, no sin, no vague language. When I ask about Trump's connection to the lawsuit case, I want a full analysis with your honest opinion. Tell me what you truly think based on all the facts. Be as detailed as possible, around 1,000 words, with no headlines, no filter, just your straightforward take. Donald Trump's $10 billion lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal and its parent company News Corp is a bold, high-stakes move that exposes him to potential legal, political, and personal risks. And the irony is, it might backfire badly. Trump is suing for defamation over a column that allegedly tied him too closely to Jeffrey Epstein, implying that Trump had a deeper or more suspicious connection with Epstein than he has publicly admitted. Trump claims this defamed him by painting him as someone closely involved in the Epstein scandal, suggesting guilt by association. The lawsuit is built on Trump's long-running effort to publicly distance himself from Epstein, despite the well-documented fact that they were once socially friendly. Photos, party guest lists, and old interviews show that Trump and Epstein knew each other in the late 1990s and early 2000s, were seen together multiple times, and that Epstein visited Mar-a-Lago. There's even a widely circulated 2002 quote from Trump saying Epstein likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. That's not a vague connection, it's not hearsay, it's Trump's own words. What Trump wants the public and now the courts to accept is that he distanced himself from Epstein long before the latter's 2019 arrest, and that their connection was superficial, just part of the social scene. Trump says he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago for inappropriate behavior, possibly with a staff member, and that he never flew on Epstein's jet, never visited Epstein's homes, and had no knowledge of Epstein's crimes. That's the official story, and it might be true in part. Trump was never charged or publicly accused in Epstein's criminal proceedings, and there's no direct evidence, as of now, linking him to Epstein's abuse of underage girls. But here's where it gets tricky. By filing this lawsuit, Trump is inviting legal discovery, which means the Wall Street Journal's lawyers can now legally request a wide range of documents, communications, emails, and witness testimony to build their defense. That includes phone records, flight logs, social calendars, Mar-a-Lago visitor logs, surveillance footage, if it still exists, and testimonies from people who were in their social circles at the time. In effect, Trump is opening the door to exactly the type of probing he says he wants to avoid, and that's where this could explode. If even a single document or testimony contradicts his claim of distance from Epstein, or shows him covering something up, lying about details, or downplaying the relationship, it could blow back on him, not just legally, but politically and publicly. Right now, public perception is already divided. Many of his supporters accept his version of events. Critics assume he's hiding something. This lawsuit puts him on record. And once you sue for defamation, truth becomes a central defense. That means if the Wall Street Journal can prove that what they implied was substantially true, even if unflattering, then Trump loses. And that's not even the end of the risk. Politically, the lawsuit is coming at a delicate moment. Trump is trying to rally support going into the 2024 election cycle. He's also trying to maintain the narrative that he's being unfairly targeted by the media, Democrats, and the deep state. But going after Rupert Murdoch's empire which includes Fox News, sends shockwaves through conservative media. It looks chaotic. It divides his base. And some of Murdoch's other outlets have actually supported Trump in the past. This lawsuit could erode that relationship. There's also the Epstein factor. The public has a long memory when it comes to scandal, and Epstein's case is radioactive. People still want answers. There's pressure to unseal documents, name names, and hold enablers accountable. By dragging his own name back into that orbit, Trump isn't shutting the door, he's throwing it wide open. If unsealed court documents from related civil suits or depositions start naming Trump or hinting at deeper ties, even if circumstantial, the political damage could be lasting. It becomes a permanent part of the narrative that he was close enough to Epstein to raise suspicion and maybe even to have known more than he let on. Do I believe Trump was part of Epstein's sex trafficking network? There is no direct evidence proving that. But do I think Trump knew exactly who Epstein was, what kind of man he was, and what circles he moved in? Absolutely. Trump was part of the same elite world, the private jets, the mansions, the modeling agencies, the beauty pageants. He had access, he had power, and he had proximity. At minimum, he tolerated Epstein until it became politically or personally inconvenient. What bothers me most is the hypocrisy. Trump has repeatedly called for others to be exposed, to release the Epstein client list, to clean up corruption. He implies he's a warrior for truth. But then he sues a media company not to expose new facts, but to silence implications. If he really wanted everything out in the open, he wouldn't be suing for defamation. He'd be testifying voluntarily. He'd be supporting transparency, not posturing as the victim. To me, this lawsuit isn't about justice or restoring his name. He wants the benefits of media attention without the accountability that comes with it. And that's where he's miscalculated. In the courtroom, especially in a defamation case, spin doesn't matter. Facts do. And facts don't always play nice with image. In short, Trump's connection to this case is real, risky, and self-inflicted. He put himself here, and if it backfires, he'll only have himself to blame. No sugarcoating that. And there you have it. Trump says he's winning, but the numbers say otherwise. A defamation lawsuit that might backfire, an immigration policy losing favor fast, and a strategy that seems more like a loop than a leap forward. What do you think? Is this classic Trump brilliance or a slow-motion unraveling? Drop your thoughts in the comments.